Right. Well, I just wanted to share a quick story. So I was talking to a new buyer client yesterday, and they were looking for another investment property. They had purchased a property previously and had fixed it up and sold it and made a really good profit. So they were looking for their next investment. And so we talked about a little bit of strategy as to what they're looking for and where. And one of the things that we discussed was purchasing something that had unfinished square footage. I've seen people do this before, and it's brilliant because typically with unfinished square footage, you already have a roof over it. You already have walls, and typically you also have a foundation of some sort. So really, what you're doing is just finishing off that space, and a lot of the major pieces of the puzzle are already in place. So I'll just give you a quick example of how this works. I'm just going to share my screen here. So I just pulled this up. This is just a random house, but I pulled it up because when I searched the in the MLS for unfinished square footage, this is one that came up. I thought would be a good example. So this particular house, the total square footage of this house is 3,910 square feet, of which 2,590 square feet is finished. Then there's 1,320 square feet that is unfinished, and that's based off the square footage source of King County records. So, point with this is if someone was to purchase this property and they were to take this 1,320 square feet and finish it, as I mentioned before, it's already got the walls and the ceiling and the floor, and so they would just be finishing off this, which would be electrical, plumbing, and sheetrock and whatever the finishes would be. You're going to be adding about a third more square footage to this property. And what this property would sell for, based on being just under 4,000 square feet versus trying to sell it at 2,590 with this unfinished basement, which you're going to get some value for it, but you're definitely leaving some money on the table by not having that finish. So just a great idea if you're looking for an investment property. You're looking for something where you can get some real upswing value in the work that you're doing to fix it up, to resell it. Look for something that has unfinished square footage, because unfinished square footage is valuable and very easy often to convert, and financially less of a burden. This person I was talking to was talking about even in addition to some of the properties that they were looking at, and buying something with unfinished square footage is so much cheaper than doing an addition. Because once again, when you're doing an addition, you're going to be having to do the roofing and do the siding and pouring additional foundation and not to mention all the other permitting additional requirements that are involved in something like that. So anyways, if you want to talk more about real estate investing or real estate in general, always happy to chat. My cell phone is the best place to reach me, 206-949-3793. We'll talk to you soon.